Good morning, Mr. Geiger.
Good morning.
Please spell your name for the court reporter.
First name James, James, middle initial W, last name Geiger, Geiger.
Mr. Geiger, do you live here in Tallahassee?
Yes, I do.
Where do you live?
I live on Trescott Drive in Tallahassee.
How long have you been living on Trescott Drive?
I think it's about 45 years now.
Judge, without objection, I'll move into evidence states 1.
States 1 is admitted.
Permission to publish by way of the laptop.
You may.
Okay. Did you used to have a neighbor by the name of Dan Markel?
Yes.
When was that?
Well, restate the question.
When did Mr. Markel live next door to you?
Oh, well, it was, he died 9 years ago, and he had been there about 5 years before that.
All right. And where in relation to your home did Mr. Markel live?
He was my next door neighbor.
All right. So if we're looking at this photograph right here, which one is your home?
The one on the right is my home. The one on the left was Danny's.
All right. So that driveway there with the vehicle in the driveway, would that have been Mr. Markel's driveway?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Can you tell us about something that occurred back on July 18th of 2014?
On that morning, my wife and I were sitting in our living room, which looks out over Trescott Drive here, and we were working with an iPad on a couch, and we heard a noise, a loud bang. We weren't sure what it was, and I quickly got up to see what might have caused that noise. And there had been at the time some burglaries in the area, and I was concerned that perhaps that had been a burglary attempt. And so as I approached, we have a large window looking out on the street, and as I got to the window, I looked to the left and to the right because I wasn't sure where the noise came from. But on my right, as I looked out, I saw a car quickly back up out of the driveway and then head towards Benton Road very rapidly.
Let me interrupt you for just a moment. Judge, if there's no objection, I'd like to introduce states 2 and 3 at this time.
No objection, Your Honor.
States 2 and 3 are admitted at this time.
May I publish 2, please? Okay, so is this the view you had from your window looking out toward Mr. Markel's drive?
Yes, that's correct.
And you say you saw a vehicle backing up out of his driveway?
Yes.
What type of vehicle was it?
Well, I caught it out of the corner of my eye, so it was not, I didn't look at it real hard, but it looked like a Prius to me, looked like a silver or white colored Prius.
Anything about the way it backed out? Did it do that normally or something?
It just went very quickly, and that's what caught my attention.
All right, and which way did it go after it backed out of the drive there?
As it backed out of the driveway, it headed to the right, which was towards Benton Road.
All right, were you able to see the occupants of the vehicle?
No, I couldn't see any inside.
All right. Did you do anything to further investigate the situation? Could we publish 3, please?
Well, as I said, I was concerned that we had heard that there had been some burglaries in the area, and so I thought that I would walk next door to see if that might have been what happened. And as I approached Danny's house, I noticed that the garage door was up, and his car was in the garage, and it was running. And so I stopped then almost as I got to the garage, and I thought, well, so much for a burglary. If he's getting ready to leave, it wasn't anything like that, and so there must not be a problem. And I turned around and went back to my house at that point.
All right. What about once you got back inside the house? Did you do anything else?
Yeah, I as I got back in, I kind of stood right at this window, and why, I'm not sure, but I just thought I would stand there for a minute or two and wait for him to go ahead and back out and leave. After maybe 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, he hadn't backed out yet. And I said to my wife, I said, something seems wrong to me. I don't know what it is. Danny hadn't left yet. I think I'm going to walk back over there and check things out. And so that's what I did, was to walk back over again.
What happened when you got over there?
Well, as I got back over, the garage door was still up. The car was still in the garage. It was still running. And I thought perhaps then that maybe he was on a phone and was simply staying there while he had his phone conversation. But again, I just wasn't quite sure. And I said to myself, well, I'm going to walk on into the garage and make sure everything's okay. And
Mr.
that's
Geiger,
what I did.
in the 5 years or so that you'd lived next door to Mr. Markel, had you ever had an occasion to go over there and check on him before?
No.
So he probably sat in his driveway talking on the phone before, right?
He may have. I don't know. He was in the garage this time. I wouldn't have known if he was there or not.
All right, but for whatever reason, the hairs on the back of your neck stood up this time.
I don't know that they stood up, but there was just something that said I need to check it out.
All right, so what happened when you got over there?
Well, as I said, I decided I'd walk on into the garage. I felt a little awkward doing that, but I walked on in, and I looked at the driver's side window, and it was busted out. And at that point, I recalled stepping on glass, and as I looked in, then I could see a man's head. It was bloody, and it was looking through. Part of the glass was still there from the driver's side window, but part of it was blown out. And I looked inside, and I saw a head. It was bloody, and it was moving back and forth slowly.
Mm-hmm. And was it Mr. Markel inside the car?
Yeah, and I said, Danny, what happened? And there was no response, just that slow moving back and forth. And I hollered out again, Danny, what happened? And there was still nothing. And at that point, I knew he needed help, and I had to call 911. And so I reached into my pocket, which is where I normally keep my cell phone, and it wasn't there. And then I recalled that while I was sitting on the couch, I'd taken it out and set it down there. So I quickly ran back to the house. It's not very far away, as you can see, and got my phone and then called 911.
Did you know anything about Dan Markel? Did he have a family living there with him?
Yeah, he and his wife had just been married when they moved into that home, and they were there, and then a couple of years later they had a child and then another child, and they had some difficulties, and they divorced, or I guess we're in the process of being divorced, and she had moved out, and so Dan stayed there. Frankly, we didn't see him a whole lot.
All right, but he was living there and had the boys sometimes.
Yes,
All right, at the time that this happened.
correct.
Okay, were the children there with him when he was injured in this way?
Not that I'm aware of.
So you didn't see the children there?
No.
All right, so you go back and get your phone and call 911. Is
Correct.
that right? Okay. Have you had an opportunity to review the 911 call in this case previously?
I have.
All right, and is that your voice on the call that we played previously?
Yes, it is.
All right, Judge, at this time, I'd ask to introduce State's Exhibit 82, and ask for permission to publish.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
States 82 is admitted. You may publish.
What's your emergency?
It's right next door to my house, which is 2122 Trescott Drive.
Can you repeat that for verification?
2122 Trescott Drive.
Okay, the phone number you're calling from?
I'm calling from 850-212-4623.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
We heard a loud bang and a car pulled away from next door. I came over and looked in, the garage door was up, and I thought the gentleman was backing out, and I went back to my house, but he never backed out, and I came back over, and his driver's side window is shattered, and he's spattered and can't answer. He's inside. I don't know if somebody tried to shoot him, or if he shot himself, or what, I don't know.
And it was at this location, correct?
Right next door. I'll give you mine. I don't know his address. It's next door.
Okay.
Can you send an ambulance in a hurry? EMT. He's still alive. He's moving.
Okay. What's going on with him?
I don't know. The driver's side window is all bashed in. He's inside. The car is running, and he's got blood all over his head. He's not responding to me. That number, by the way, is 2116 2116.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jim Geiger, Geiger.
Mr. Geiger, you said that the man that you saw in the vehicle was unresponsive to you. If there's no objection, I would like to introduce State's Exhibit 5 at this time.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 5 is admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
Is this Mr. Markel, your neighbor?
Yes,
Okay, and when you say he was not responsive, was he able to say any words to you?
I didn't hear any words at all.
Okay, what sounds did you hear coming from him?
I didn't hear any sound. I just saw his head slowly rolling back and forth.
Okay, he wasn't moaning at all, or?
Not that I heard.
Okay. All right, may I introduce State's Exhibit 6 and 7 at this time, Your Honor?
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
States 6 and 7 are admitted.
Publish 6, please. All right, so is this looking up Mr. Markel's driveway?
Yes,
All right, and State 7, please. Is this how with the exception of the doors being open in this photo, is this how Mr. Markel's vehicle appeared to you when you approached on that day?
yes.
Did I introduce this one? All right, I'm going to approach with State's Exhibit 4. Mr. Geiger, have you had an opportunity to see that image before?
Yes.
Is that your signature there on the image? It's here, initials, I
Oh,
should say.
yes, it is.
Okay, and is that indicating that the vehicle pictured in this exhibit is consistent with the vehicle you observed in Mr. Markel's driveway that day?
Yes, that's true.
Permission to publish, introduce and publish States 4.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 4 is admitted.
And I believe you said on the recording there that the car was running. Is that true?
That's true.
Did you touch the victim or the car?
No, I didn't.
Did you move anything inside the garage?
No.
Can you estimate how much time passed between the time you heard the loud bang and the time that you called 911?
I would say between 5 and 10 minutes.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 81. Is State's Exhibit 81 a fair and accurate map? It's an aerial map of your residence and the scene where this occurred.
Yes.
Judge had asked to move into evidence State's 81.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, states 81 is admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
Can you zoom in? All right, so if you're coming in off of, can you show? Yeah, off Thomasville Road there, the yellow line, how would you get to Mr. Markel's residence from Thomasville Road?
Well, you could do it more than one way. One is to go on the yellow road there, which is Thomasville Road, down to pretty close where that green mark is, which is Benton Road. You would take a left, come up to Trescott Drive, and then go back.
Okay.
That would be one way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Another way would be to exit off of Thomasville Road on Klein, and then come across to Trescott Drive, and in that case, you'd be turning right.
And on that one, we've got to go up a little bit, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So maybe Armistead to Klein
yeah.
to Trescott. Okay. Thank you, sir. No further questions.
Cross-examination.
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Geiger, you may step down, sir.
Thank you.